Hello, beautiful souls. I hope you're doing well. This morning I felt like doing a video for you, and it's been a long time since I've published some videos on my YouTube channel, so I thought that could be a nice opportunity to do so while I'm here sipping my tea. I wanted to share with you today something in regards to the connection we can have with our galactic friends or companions or families up there. I have to say that personally, since I have published my book, Becoming Who We Are, I have felt a strong call to perhaps let go a little bit of this tendency I had to always try to connect with upstairs, as we say. May it be with Ariel, my galactic companion or close companion, or family upstairs or anything like that, because I really feel that we are in a place and time now on Terra where we really need to focus all our energy, all our time, and all our focus basically on working for the earth, for Terra itself, for the Terrahu, the humans of Terra, and all beings on this planet. We are in a place of transition right now on this magnificent jewel of a planet, and it's really time for us to get involved, to get engaged into this process. And personally, I felt the great need to instead focus on that. For example, my own humble kind of mission or let's say purpose, I would say more than mission. It takes different forms. It can be in the way in which I interact with people, being there for people, the index I'm doing for Elena Denan, or the daily posts I share with benevolent messages, or creations of Japanese paper collages which are inspired by my heart, by spiritually, but also by my galactic group. But that's also something, my connection to the Mele Collective, which is my galactic group. I've stopped creating videos where I purposefully share their messages and, saying that it's a transmission from the Mele Collective. I am now in a place where I prefer to share on a daily basis on my Facebook and on my Telegram channel benevolent messages every 2 days that are inspired by them, but that are also inspired by me, because them and I are part of the same group, so we're kind of one and the same in a way, and our messages are similar. They both come from the heart and from a place of high frequency, I have to say, because it comes from the higher self, or the most the highest part of our soul. And those messages I share in connection with a message, not a message, but a collage, Japanese paper collage, which are inspired also by them. But I prefer to do it in a more kind of personal way, because I don't necessarily feel the need to be like a galactic transmitter or anything like that. So I've taken a little bit of a step back from this process of sharing galactic messages, or trying to connect with my galactic family, not because it's wrong, but because I prefer to stay in a place of grounding here on Terra, focus on my purpose, on my mission here. But also because, I have to say that I've seen a lot of people in the galactic disclosure community being quite influenced. And this is something I talk at length and ad nauseum even in my published book, Becoming Who We Are. And this is something we need to be a little bit mindful and careful about also, because we never know when we transmit messages. We have to be careful about what we connect with. And personally, I always felt that the Mele Collective and Ariel, my companion upstairs, are of our connection is of a high frequency and it's secure and it's been confirmed by, galactic contactees such as Elena, Danan. So I feel at ease with that connection, but still I prefer to focus instead on my own messages or what I have to humbly share with people, or with my creativity or what I'm doing, because I think we also need to trust what we have to bring, which is also precious and special. It's not just about what galactic people bring, but also what we have inside of us that's precious or that can be of use to others humbly, and we can focus on that. That also gives us back our sovereignty, but also gives us back the sense of our own worth and our own, that we can trust our own wisdom and messages that we can share with others. So that's something I want to, explore more of. So this is something I wanted to share with you. I'm in a process since I came back from JDX Scandinavia in Stockholm, which was an amazing conference. I really invite people who have the opportunity to attend such events. I know there's probably going to be one in Dubai. I'm not 100% sure yet, in November, but any event that's been organized by JDX is really amazing and it's fantastic, and I invite you to explore the replays that have been made available of this fantastic conference in Stockholm organized by Mona Tulisi. And fantastic event. But since I came back, I felt the need to be even more involved into my purpose on Terra. One of these things is to find a part-time job because one needs to pay bills and rent, but also because it connects me more with the people on Terra, which is, I think that the starseeds or the envoys, starseed envoys that we all are, I think we need to also try to stay away from a posture of distancing ourselves and from people who have not explored either an spiritual journey, inner journey, or that have not perhaps realized the realities of the galactic connection we have. And this way we can serve as bridges. I think the fourth density where we are heading to, or within which we might already be in, from third density to fifth density towards where we're heading, the fourth density serves us as a bridge. And in that way we can all be bridges between people who have not realized these things, and perhaps waking up to all of this. So personally, my purpose of finding a job is not only obviously to help myself, just survive and not just survive, live, but pay rent and bills, but also to be more connected with Terra, with life on Terra, and be more engaged into this process of being more connected to our Terran purpose, rather than being lost in the stars and dreaming about the stars, and also be in a place of longing, which I don't find healthy. So as much as I love my partner and my son and my family upstairs, my galactic companion and my family, I don't want to be in a place of longing anymore. So I prefer to be well engaged in my life on Terra, which is beautiful, which I love. I really enjoy my life here on Terra. It's a life I choose, and I try to make as beautiful as possible, engaged in a lot of gratitude, engagement towards others, towards life, towards creativity. And I love my life on Terra, and I want to focus on that instead. So I wanted to share this little message today because it might inspire you as well to consider these elements of not just being, in a place of longing for upstairs, but also focus on what you can bring here on Terra that is really special. And we are so lucky to experience these incarnations on Terra, and I think we should focus on it as an opportunity for which we have gratitude, instead of seeing it as, oh, I'm here and I would like to be upstairs and things like that. So just wanted to share that reflection with you today. So have a lovely day, take great care of yourself, and speak to you soon. Bye.